All right.
Do you want to play music? Or you want to talk? Because I got plenty to talk about.
Well, we got a lot to get to.
Okay.
I want to know what you know about this thing in November.
All right. Let me click this link because I already have it opened. So you and I had made plans to go to an event called Rock Harvest 2.
Right.
It's in Maryland somewhere.
Yeah, it's like a 3-day event.
Yeah, and it was a big event, and the reason you and I had decided to go down there's a lot of bands that were scheduled on the bill that we are very good friends with.
Sure.
There was Love Hate, there was London, there was Benedictum, Keel, Cage, Death Dealer,
Leatherwolf,
Russ Dwarf was on it, I believe.
Yeah, he was on it.
Cobra, your new buddy Paul Shortino. All of these, Justin Murr is playing it.
Right.
Or was playing it. All of these bands that we are friends with were playing this thing.
Yeah, so we thought it would be fun to go over there, and it would be just a good hang for us.
Yeah, because it's like one of those, we can get all our friends together that we're friends with in the business all kind of at once. Well, apparently there's been some shenanigans going on. Now, we can't say for positive what is going on. And we still do have a couple of friends that are playing. I don't know if you're aware of that, but Ronnie Monroe is playing.
As solo?
As solo. He's still listed on the bill.
Okay.
As playing on the Friday night.
All right.
But just a cavalcade of bands have quote-unquote canceled. According to the management, they have canceled. Would you like the list of the bands that have canceled?
Please.
The bands that have canceled are as follows. Now, wait, before I read this list, let me make one statement, and this was brought to me by our friend Tony in Kansas City, who is going to this event. And even after all these cancellations, he's still going to this event.
Okay.
Would you like to guess why he's still going to this event?
Don't know the answer.
It would be because the tickets are non-refundable.
Oh.
So he's already booked his plane, and he can't get his money back from the event.
Okay.
So he's fucked.
Yeah, so he's stuck.
He's fucked.
So he bought his tickets and made his arrangements predicated on the original lineup.
Yeah, exactly. Now, before I read, I'll let you do a little running of the show.
Okay.
Would you like to hear the list of bands that is canceled first, or would you like to hear the current lineup?
I want to hear the current lineup.
All right. Let me scroll up here. Now, mind you, Tony from Kansas City probably bought the 3-day pass, I would have to think. And knowing Tony, he probably bought the most expensive one with the special gifts, don't you think?
I would think so. He's a fan.
Yeah. So that ticket is $150
for 3 days.
For 3 days,
$50 a day.
It's not terrible.
No, it's not horrible, not at all.
But let's face it, Tony lives in Kansas City. This is in Maryland.
Okay.
So he's probably got another $400 minimum in airfare. Fair?
Easily, yeah.
Another $200, $250 in hotel.
If he stays 2 nights, even at the cheapest motel is $70 a night.
Okay, so probably another $150 there. So that's $550. Oh, wait a minute. We said $400 for flight, $550 for hotel, and $150. So that's $650, $700.
And then you got food and maybe even transportation and so. So let's just round it out to an even $1,000.
So he's $1,000 deep, and he wanted to see all these bands. And Tony is a big fan of the '80s metal scene, of the classic metal scene, right?
Absolutely. Here
is your lineup. On Thursday, you've got Ashes of Aries.
Who?
Yeah, that would be Matt Barlow's new band outside of Frozen Dirt.
Okay, I was not aware of it, but okay.
Seven Kingdoms.
Okay.
Order of Nine. Now, I'm reading from headliner down, by the way.
Okay.
I'm not starting at the bottom and going to the headliner. That was Ashes of Aries is the headliner.
Okay.
Seven Kingdoms. Order of Nine. Mystic Force.
Who?
A Sound of Thunder.
Who?
Twisted Tower Dyer.
Who?
Terra Incognita.
Oh, my.
And Rivera Boma.
Don't know one of them.
I know Ashes of Aries only because I'm in the, I have their demo here, which
Okay.
will never be played on the show because of the obvious affiliation with Frozen Dirt.
Okay, so I know none of them.
Okay, so great. Between the two of us, we know one band. That's awesome. So then let's move on to Friday. Headliner. The headliner is a band we know, Heathen.
Okay, we know of Heathen, yes.
We have one album that we like.
Sure.
Raven.
Okay.
Generation Kill, which features Rob Dukes of Exodus.
All right.
Know that band. Metal Mike of Halford and Payne Museum and Talking Metal.
He has his own band?
Apparently so.
Okay.
Death Riders with Neil Turbin.
I do know that.
Alloy 20.
Don't know it.
Ghost of War.
Don't know him.
Edge of Paradise.
Don't know him.
Rusty Cooley.
Rusty Cooley?
Rusty Cooley.
Okay.
Ronnie Monroe.
All right, know him.
New Day Dawn.
Don't know him.
And, of course, the band that everybody can't wait to see. The opening act, Funeral for a Clown.
Funeral for a Clown?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Can't wait for that, right? So far, would you spend $1,000 for this
No way,
lineup?
not for that. No way.
For those 2 days, would you spend $500?
No.
For those 2 days, would you spend $800?
No.
Me either. Would you spend $50?
No.
Would you spend anything?
No, I wouldn't go at all.
Would you let it play in your backyard?
For free?
Yeah, if you didn't have to pay them, but they would play in your
Okay,
backyard.
they could play in my backyard for free.
All right, so cool. So at least there's some common ground.
Sure.
All right, well then let's go to Saturday because this has got to be the big night. This is the
would think-
closer, right?
Yeah, this would be the big day.
All right, I'm going to actually, for this one, I'm going to go backwards. I'm going to go from opening band to headliner.
Okay.
Ready?
Go ahead.
Widow. Widow?
Don't know him.
Michelangelo Badio.
All right, I know who he is. Guitarist.
Spread Eagle.
All right. Ray West.
Aries.
Not sure who they are.
Resistance.
Don't know him.
Far Cry.
I got a few of their CDs.
Yeah, aren't they on the Kivel Empire?
I think so.
Yeah. Modern Superstar.
Don't know him.
A friend of the show, Xander Demos.
All right. He was on the show about 2 months ago.
Right. How about Reverence?
Don't know him.
Leatherwolf.
Okay, we know them.
Prophet. Not Steel Prophet. Prophet.
No, don't know him.
White Trash.
I got one of their CDs.
Did they have more?
I think just the one.
I think they just had Apple Pie.
Right.
And, of course, the headliner. Well, it says headliner to be announced, which the event is 28 days away. But as of now, the headliner, are you ready? Every Mother's Nightmare
Really?
is the headliner.
That's the headliner on a Saturday show.
Yes. Rick Rule.
And Jim Phipps.
Hey, everybody, it's Rick Rule.
That's it, huh?
Crank it up, kick it out.
That's it.
That's it.
That's the whole fest?
That's the fest.
Oh, boy, that's...
$1,000?
No.
500.
No.
250.
No.
Hundy.
No.
$50 in free parking.
Okay, I'll do it.
You would go to this for $50 in free parking.
For 3 nights for $50?
I wouldn't. Absolutely not. To see who?
Ronnie Monroe.
Ronnie Monroe?
Yeah.
50? If they had a Spread Eagle and Ronnie Monroe and Leatherwolf show, would you pay $50 to see it?
No, of course not.
That's what I'm saying.
Of course not.
I'm saying I'm cherry picking the bands from the whole thing, and I don't think I would pay $50 to see them.
Nope. That's it, huh?
Yeah.
That's Harvest Fest.
That's Harvest Fest too.
Oh boy.
All right, now here's another question I'm gonna pose to you. Now, as an 80s metal fan, I'm gonna read you the list of bands that have canceled. And by the way, Leatherwolf apparently is not playing. They are on the canceled list now.
Oh wow. Well, I can understand that.
Yeah. So how about this? Now I'm gonna read you the canceled bands list.
And it's all the good ones.
Keep this in mind. And let me know if you would pay $1,000 like Tony would to see these bands along with those other bands. Okay, because you would see these bands and those other bands, or at least most of them. Probably not the early bands.
Sure.
But okay, fair?
Yep.
All right, here is the list of bands who have, in quotes, canceled.
Okay.
Hurricane. Heard of them, right?
Yeah, I wonder who would be singing. Do you think that would be Kelly Hansen?
Foreigner's not on the road. Why not?
Yeah, sure. I would see them. I like Hurricane.
I would too. King Cobra?
Yeah, like to see them too.
I would too. Mitch Malloy?
Not familiar with him.
Yeah, me really either. Ron Keel?
Of course.
Russ Dwarf?
Of course.
Femme Fatale?
Well, I've never seen her. What's her name? Lorraine Lewis?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never seen them. What, they got one record, right?
Yeah, I think. I don't know.
Okay.
Let's see here. Liberty and Justice.
Sure. Never met Justin. I wouldn't mind hanging out with him. He's always been cool to us, so I would just go to meet him in person just to say, hey, thanks for the support of the show for all these years.
Love Hate.
Absolutely.
Tough.
Stevie's cool to us, so I'm cool with Stevie.
Billy would have been playing guitar.
Sure.
So, yes on Tough. Here's one, Michael Butler's ex-band, Jet Boy.
Never saw them, but I do like their first couple of discs.
Me too. Silent Rage?
Don't know them.
Yeah, I don't really know them either. I know who they are, but I can't put my finger on one. Here's one we might know, London.
Yeah, I definitely.
Circle to Circle.
Sure. Zach Stevens.
Yeah. Leatherwolf.
Oh, absolutely.
Cage.
Sean Peck. When Sean Peck is playing, Sean Peck is going to put on a great show.
And Sean Peck will demand attention.
Right.
And Sean Peck will demand so much attention that also on the canceled list is Death Dealer.
Wow.
Tango Down.
We know them.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know that we would go out of our way to see them, but we know them.
Sure.
We like them. We've had them on the show a couple times, right?
Yep.
This band I don't know personally. Maybe you do. Line of Fire.
Don't know them.
Benedictum.
Wow. I wonder. Let's see. I think I heard of them.
Yeah, I think we might know them. Another band that I think we've had on the show a couple of times, DC4.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
It's Duncan Brothers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Odin.
Randy O, baby. White Wizard.
We like them.
We like them, too.
Their CDs are good.
And also on the canceled list is Modern Superstar. So they were on the top. Now they're not in there either.
Mm-hmm.
So would you pay $1,000 to see the bands up top plus these?
Possibly.
You would pay $500.
Oh yeah, $500. If it was just a good 3-day hang, and I was hanging out with all those people that are on the canceled list, yeah, it'd be a great weekend. 500
is that's what I think too. I think 500, maybe 6, maybe 7 might be top dollar for this. Because really you could see basically this and get a cruise for about $1,300.
Sure.
So I think I would see this for $1,000 or for $750.
Okay.
Because let's face it will be fucking winter in Maryland. That's not exactly appealing.
So Tony from Kansas City are stuck with tickets to go see basically a shit fest.
Yeah. Let me pull up Tony's message to me real quick. Tony said he's the one that sent me the message. He said, "Did you hear what happened?" And I said, "No." And he said, "Official revamped to be announced. Nadir and London will not be there." And I said, "Then neither will I. What a scam. Basically, every good 80s metal band is off the bill." Tony said, "I can't wait to hear your take on Rock Harvest. Can't wait. And I said, yeah, it's coming. And he said, I'm already committed with VIP ticket, airfare, rental car, hotel.
Yep.
I'm going.
Wow. How sad.
I feel bad for Tony.
I would be just so pissed.
I would be fucking furious. And you know what that makes me do? Never buy another fucking ticket in advance again. Makes it even harder for these kind of festivals to exist.
Right.
Because they need the advance to afford to pay for this shit.
Sure.
So now let's take this even further. So there's a message board out on the ticket buying place where people are just fucking losing their goddamn minds about this show.
I can only imagine. I know if I had purchased the ticket thinking that I'm going to see all those bands and all the good ones canceled, and I'm stuck with a ticket, I'm gonna be really pissed.
And that's what everybody is pissed off about, is that they can't refund. And the justification, as I will read you shortly, is that it's for a fucking it's for a shot police officers foundation, the fallenblue.org, which is a legitimate organization. I mean, allegedly they're raising money for the fallenblue.org. And I have to assume, I'm not saying that they're not. I have to assume they are. But isn't it ironic that all the bands of any name quality damn near canceled?
Well, because they probably aren't getting paid and they can't afford to make the trip.
Well, the promoter, being dumb as a stump, in my personal opinion, decided he was going to address this on the address band by band what happened, which I think is going to open this guy up to getting his ass sued off, because he should have kept his mouth shut.
Okay.
So would you like to hear the description, what he wrote about every single band that I just read you that canceled?
Oh, I would really love to hear this.
All right. So he says, bands who have canceled, we are not and have... The person posted and said, bands who have canceled, swindle or not, ? And he answered, we are not and have not swindled anyone. And he lists every band and gives a reason why they're not on the bill. Or most of the bands, he gives a reason. Hurricane. Robert is in Queensryche now, and Andrew is on tour with the Dio tribute band touring. Okay.
Who's Robert? Robert
Sarzo.
Oh, Robert Sarzo. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, wait a minute. How could they have been booked on the bill if they had prior commitments?
Well, we'll get to that in a minute.
Okay.
Last time I knew, maybe I'm stupid, but I think one of the bands that I know everything that's going on with them right now, for obvious reasons, is Queensryche with Jeff Tate.
Right.
And I don't believe they're playing any shows. And I'm pretty sure they're not playing any shows in November, which was when they were supposed to be in court, so they didn't have anything booked.
Sure.
So I'm positive they weren't playing shows in November, the early November, right?
No, not that I'm aware of. And the thing is why would a band even commit to a show?
Yeah.
Knowing that they had prior commitments. That's the thing, because these guys know in advance where they're going to be or what they're going to be doing, and they would have not said, we're going to play Harvest Fest.
Right.
Oh, by the way, Queensryche, I can't come now.
Yeah, oh, no, I can't cut. Now, if it was a sudden tour that booked, that's one thing, but I'm yet to see the tour information about Queensryche. I could be wrong. I haven't seen any tour information at all for Queensryche. Have you?
No, I have not.
And I read Blabbermouth every day. How about you?
A couple times a week.
Yeah, so odds are good that one of us would have seen the Queensryche tour dates. Odds are the real Jeff Tate would have called in and announced them.
Sure.
So I'm not so sure I'm going with that explanation for that one. How about you?
No, not at all.
All right, well, here we go. King Cobra. They do not want to tour. This was announced a long time ago.
That's not what Paul Shortino or Carmine Appice or Appice said here on the show. He said they want to take it out on the road.
Yeah, they said they want to take it out on the road. And if this was true, they do not want to tour. This was announced a long time ago. Why was it announced when you were taking money?
Yeah. if it was announced a long time ago, why were they listed on your bill?
Yeah, why were they listed on your website when you were selling tickets as participating?
Yeah, so you just shot yourself in the foot.
That's my assumption as well. Mitch Malloy, he retired.
Don't know him, but regardless, you don't. So I got this show booked. Oh, I'm retiring.
Yeah. So apparently he doesn't have to honor a contract. Or was there no contracts? Right?
I agree.
Next one. Ron Keel.
Okay.
All he says about Ron Keel is, thanks to Stevie Rochelle from Tough, Ron Keel has canceled. As in, Stevie must have convinced Ron to cancel.
Right. Well, we're canceling. You should too, dude, because this guy's a fucking asshole.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Russ Dwarf, no explanation.
Uh-huh.
Femme Fatale, dropped off a long time ago. That's not good enough. That's not good enough if you were going to see Femme Fatale. You know, this is not. Liberty and Justice. Now, you ready for this?
Okay.
Band is not together, and JK is too busy promoting another festival. Conflict of interest.
Sure.
Justin Murr told us point blank he was putting together a band with the sole purpose of playing these kind of shows.
He did.
He said point blank, I want to play these songs. I want to get out there.
And I don't think Justin Murr's ability to go out and play his song is predicated on whether J.K. Northrup is available.
I don't think it is either. Not at all. Because J.K. is like a sidekick.
Yeah, he's like a...
Oh, it's the bigger name, but he's the sidekick in the... It's Justin's band.
It is. It's Justin Murr's Liberty and Justice.
And again, I go back to my same point. If you sign them to a contract, them not having a band put together is not really a good answer. Either force them to play the contract or put on your website that they breached their contract. Not make up an excuse. Right?
I agree.
Okay. Love-hate. Fees paid, but sponsor dropped off and affected us getting airfare.
I think that was probably the case for everybody who's not on the bill right now.
That they got paid, but they're not going?
No. It's just that the sponsor dropped off and they don't have enough money to pay anybody.
Could very well be. But still, if the fees were paid... So what? He's saying he couldn't afford the airfare, so he's not bringing them?
Basically, yeah.
Okay. Well, that would be the same answer with Tough.
That's what I'm saying to you, that I think this is probably the case. These tickets probably are not selling, and he can't honor the guarantee that he has to pay everybody, so...
Maybe so.
He canceled everybody.
But with Tough, but he's not saying that he canceled everybody. He's saying that they all canceled. They all dropped off the bill. Jet Boy. A certain band member is talking to other bands creating bullshit.
Okay.
That's his answer.
All right.
Silent Rage, nothing. No explanation. Not that anybody would care. London. Our fault with booking airfare due to loss of sponsor.
Oh, there we go.
Circle to Circle. You will see soon. Not our issue. So what's that mean? The band broke up?
Who knows?
Leatherwolf, no explanation. Cage, no explanation. Death Dealer. Ross the Boss had other commitments after contract was signed.
Such as what?
Well, according to Ross the other day, he only had one commitment.
And that was that Brazil thing, right?
That Brazil thing.
Yeah.
That was it. And like a couple of dates. And that's it. I don't know if that Brazil thing is the same weekend.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either, but it would only have to be for one of those days. Tango Down, lack of airfare money.
I think all of this is lack of money.
I think so too. Line of Fire, inner issues with band, not our fault. Benedictum, no answer given. DC4, never a contract and wanted band fees that we did not have. So if there was never a contract, why was it listed on the website?
Right.
As potentially as a band that was playing the festival.
Sure.
White Wizard, band and drama issues. See band's press release.
Band and drama issues.
Yes. And then Modern Superstar, no answer given.
Okay.
And then there's a note that says, keep in mind this event is for fallenblue.org, and we did not want any of this to happen at all. Events go through stuff like this all the time, and I have never seen certain bands act so unprofessional.
Yeah, so I can understand maybe one or two dropping off the bill due to some kind of weird issue, but that many?
Well, let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 bands. 22 bands dropped off the bill.
Yeah, so it wasn't one or two. It was 22 bands.
22 bands have dropped off the bill.
So if this promoter was able to bring these bands in and pay them their fee,
yeah,
why would they just drop off the bill?
Yeah, why would they cancel?
Yeah, there would be no reason to do that.
None at all.
So basically, the show was tanking. They didn't have the money, and they didn't honor their end of the deal. So the band said, "Listen, no pay. We don't come."
Right.
Oh, you guys canceled then, right? No, we canceled because you couldn't pay us.
Well, here's a note that will make Tony from Kansas City happy. Obviously, you know, since he's already $1,000 deep and gonna get fucked right in his ass on this show. Most bands have understood, and they will be on the next event.
Really? Will they be on the next event?
They will be.
Okay.
Will in all caps.
Sure.
So Tony can spend another 1,000 hoping that these bands get together and play.
There won't be a Harvest Fest 3.
I don't think Harvest Fest 3 is coming.
Remember that big one that was supposed to be out in, where was it, Iowa or somewhere?
It's Rock on Wild.
Yeah, Rock on Wild, and that thing just turned into a debacle.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, wait a minute. Newsflash. Every Mother's Nightmare is off the bill. I didn't see that until just now.
Okay.
Every Mother's Nightmare is gone. One other, White Wizard.
So about the only name band that was on the bill, they're no longer on there.
Yeah, no one's.
Wow.
Hilarious, right?
Pretty bad.
Oh, my God.
Hey, this is Rick Roll from Every Mother's Nightmare, and you're rocking to the Classic Metal Show. Crank it up, turn it on, turn it out.
Won't be cranking it up there in Maryland, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I noticed no kicks on this bill.
And that's in their own backyard.
Yeah.
The next Harvest Fest headliner, Randy and the Buds.
Randy ought to try and get on that. He might have a shot. He might just and you know Randy, he'll say, I'll come for free. I'll pay you to play it.
Well, since you brought that up, and this is totally off the Harvest Fest thing.
Yeah.
I got another Randy story.
Oh, let's hear it.
Since you brought up I'll come.
Yeah.
Do you remember when CeCe DeVille, during the fall of, 99? Was it the fall of 99, I think?
With the Stepmothers or one of those bands?
Yeah, he was doing Samantha 7.
Samantha 7, yeah.
He started it off as the Stepmothers, and then he changed the name to Samantha 7.
Right.
It was the fall of 2000 because he was kicking the Stepmothers thing around when the Poison got back together in 99, and then he finally recorded his record, and then he was out the following fall.
Right.
After the Poison tour of 2000 promoting this Stepmothers thing, or this Samantha 7 thing.
Sure.
So CC was playing the clubs. He was going. I think he actually played the Revolution.
Okay.
When Billy still owned it.
Yeah.
And they actually played, and because I stopped into okay, well now I got to go back. This all goes back to that whole debacle where I interviewed CC DeVille on behalf of Metal Sludge and the tape got stolen. Remember that whole thing? Well, during that run, Randy, I don't know who he contacted.
Okay.
He paid
how much?
$3,000 to open for CC DeVille at Harpo's in Detroit.
Good God.
He paid $3,000 to play.
Right.
That's probably all CC was getting. So basically, Harpo's covered CC's guarantee with Randy's money.
That's hilarious. Why would he do that?
Because he wanted to open up for CC DeVille of Poison.
Why?
It was important to him. He thought it was going to, it was his next step into the business.
I know. Randy's such a fool sometimes.
$3,000.
Randy.
So what do you think CC DeVille was commanding to play your club? Probably about $3,000, right?
Probably. You got to think so.
So Randy paid it. They basically just handed it over to CC and got their guarantee covered, and then they made money off the drinks and whatever.
Sure. That's hilarious.
Steve Jackson. Randy probably owns Hollyweird.
Oh, I have no doubt in my mind Randy owns it because I gave it to him.
Right.
I gave him my copy the day I received it.
Sure.
Of course he owns it.
But that just reminded me when you said, yeah, Randy ought to get on that bill.
Yeah, he should.
So,
you know what you need to do right now? Call Nadir or Veronica, either one.
Well, let me pull the phone number up here and see if I can get either or on the phone.
Yeah, I would like to know, and maybe we could talk to Schultz too. Heard he wants to come back on.
That's what I heard too.
I'd like Schultz to come back on.
That's what I heard too.
Klink was the man.
All right, let me dial up here.
Which one are you gonna dial, Veronica or Nadir?
I'm gonna get Nadir first.
All right. We might need to call Stevie too, since he's talking shit about Stevie talking shit.
Neeley.
Nadir.
What's going on, brother?
We need your input, bro.
Huh?
We're reading the story about the Rock Harvest Fest and the fact that London, quote unquote, canceled for no apparent reason.
Wait, hold on. Listen to this. This is Neeley from the Classic Metal Show. Here, listen. Go ahead, Neeley. I got you on speakerphone.
All right, who are we talking to, Nadir?
We got Krager, Chris Sanders, and Tony Cavasso, and myself in a van on our way to the show.
Excellent. Well, Nadir, we just read the press release on the Rock Harvest show over in Maryland for November. What can you tell me about not being on that bill?
Because we heard you canceled.
No, we pulled out. We didn't cancel. We pulled out because Rock Harvest was supposed to pay all our flights and expenses months ago. We booked this thing over a year ago, and they had promised flights for all the artists and all this stuff, and we waited till the last minute for our shit to be taken care of. Ben Fatale pulled out, Love Hate pulled out, Jet Boy pulled out, Tom pulled out, everybody pulled out. We were the last band to pull out.
So basically what it boils down to is this promoter doesn't have the money to pay.
Didn't have, apparently from what I gather, he couldn't afford to pay the flight for any of the headliners. And we were actually, London was the last band to even consider pulling out, but they never paid our guaranteed of the arrangements we made with them.
Right.
But not only us, but everyone. No, there was none of them. Nobody's expenses or flights or any of that shit was taken care of.
Right.
So Nadir,
Nothing.
you don't have to give us an exact number, but ballpark me here. How much would it cost for your band roughly, and all these other bands? Are we talking $2 to $3 grand, $4 to $5 grand, $5 to $10 grand?
Everyone's different, you know. So everyone had different arrangements as far as price wise. But I think a lot of the bands were doing it only for flights, dude, and hotels and a meal, you know.
Okay, so no in pocket, just cover your expenses.
We weren't making money on this, dude. We were doing it just to be part of it. We weren't getting paid.
All right, so you wanted to break even.
We wanted our expenses taken care of. We wanted shit paid in advance to make sure we were guaranteed and not stuck in a bad situation, and that's all that was.
So realistically, $3 to $4 grand ish takes care of each band. And I'm not trying to make you sell your value. What I'm trying to figure out is how much money this guy had committed and couldn't
Well, Chris,
pay.
Figure it out, bro. How many guys in a band? 4 or 5 guys. You time whatever fucking that costs for them to book the shows. If they would have paid for the flights 7 months in advance, it would have been peanuts compared to what it would cost now to book a flight.
All right, $300 a guy round trip.
No. It's like $450 round trip each guy.
All right, $450. So we're talking. Let's see, $2,000 for a band of 4, $2,500 for a band of 5, roughly, and then hotels.
And the hotel and the whatever meal that we get, you know, nothing unreasonable.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So about $4 to $5 grand each band. Because we saw, and I'll just tell you where we're going with. I'll just tell you where. Let me tell you where we're going with this. The press release announced that 22 of y'all quit, or not quit, but pulled out of their fest. 22 bands. So somehow at $5 grand a hit, roughly 5 times 20, what's that? $200,000.
Why don't you figure it out at $3,500 a band, Chris? That's more reasonable.
Exactly, around
it's
there.
$2,500 for the flights and about $1,000 between hotels and meal and all that stuff.
Right.
They're over their head, dude. This thing was over their head. I don't think they counted on how much it was really going to cost.
$3,500 a band.
$3,500 times 22 equals.
Or
So just to get the bands there, they were thinking $77,000. That's $3,500 a band times 22 that canceled.
Why would 22 bands cancel?
Well, that was our point. That's we were reading it, and on their website, the guy's trying to say, you know, for a lot of bands, Stevie Rochelle talked them into canceling, and that they had band drama, and people quit, and people retired, and blah 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 blah. But we're trying to figure out the real reason, and looking at it here, $77,000 just to get the bands there. I mean, how many tickets does this guy have to sell to do $77,000 of business?
Well, let me tell you this. That's a good reason right there to not go. If you can't afford to pay all those bands, why would you commit to guaranteeing all these nationals to go, and then at the last minute not paying their flight? And we're the bad guys? I was never talked into anything. None of us were talked into anything. We did it up on ourselves because we waited to the last minute to see if they would go through with the tickets, and
Right.
they didn't, man. You know?
Dude, we're not blaming you, dude. We're not busting your
but it
balls.
always seems that London gets to be the poster if anything goes down, and nobody. I don't know what these people are saying. I haven't read the press release, so I'm kind of curious about it.
Well, it wasn't just you. He ran down the whole gamut of bands and gave an explanation as to why this band isn't on the bill and why that band isn't on the bill, etc. And basically what it boils down to is they don't have the money.
And I'll be fair to him as well, Nadir, just so you know, here's exactly what he said about you. He didn't. He said...
Hold on. What he said something about me?
No, about the band.
About London. He said something about every band that pulled out. And he said for London, he said our fault, meaning their fault. Said our fault with booking airfare due to loss of sponsor. So he didn't blame you. We're just trying to get to how do 22 bands and basically every band that was of any name at all cancel? You know, because now it's just some shit fest with like bands that won't draw 30 people a hit.
Right. Well, that's why he ended up with that, because he couldn't afford it, man. Basically, that's when it comes down in a nutshell. It's still a lot of money.
Yeah. Well, I agree. So, no, again, dude, we're not trying to bust your balls here.
Can you read me the press release? Because we're curious to see what they said.
Well, what it is, I mean, it just said, it's actually on their message board, and somebody posted up on their message board for the tickets, on the Rock Harvest message board. One of the people said that they felt like they were getting swindled because they're not refunding anybody's ticket money. I don't know if you know that or not, but anybody that bought tickets ahead of time is stuck. And
we knew that was going to happen.
And the way we found out about this was one of our fans spent over $1,000, you know, to go. And he was going specifically to see your band.
Right.
You know, and so he spent $1,000, and now every band, here's the bands that have canceled: Hurricane, King Cobra, Mitch Malloy, Ron Keel, Russ Dwarf, Femme Fatale, Liberty and Justice, Love Hate, Tough, Jet Boy, Silent Rage, London, Circle to Circle, Leatherwolf, Cage, Death Dealer, Tango Down, Line of Fire, Benedictum, DC4, White Wizard, and Modern Superstar, and Every Mother's Nightmare.
Yep.
And that's every band,
that's right.
and there's nobody left.
Nope. We tried.
Yeah. I mean, now the biggest names on the band on the bill are Ronnie Monroe from Metal Church and Death Riders with Neil Turbin.
Well, you know, if they're willing to do it and they got their flights, you know, more power to them. We didn't get our guarantee, and none of those bands did either, and that's why it was like a trickle effect, man. It was domino effect. Everything was just falling and falling and falling. And
Right.
London waited because we were told, no, wait, everything will be fine. We waited and we waited, and we can't wait, dude. We'll get screwed if we wait, you know?
Well, he's blaming Stevie Rochelle for shit talking the fest and other people pulling out just due to him.
It wasn't us. We didn't talk shit. We were waiting for a flight.
Right.
I mean, Nadir, and you don't even have to answer this if you want, because it might cause more problem than it's worth. But, you know, I mean, do you think that this is shady dealings, or do you think he just didn't know what the fuck he was doing?
I think that he just didn't know what he was doing.
Okay. Fair enough.
You know, I think that it all started on a great take, you know, a great idea and something that was going forward. And the first one was good, I guess, and the second one was supposed to be better, and obviously it's not. You know.
Right.
So
that's
there's
cool.
nothing you can do if they can't afford it. That's a shitload of money, man. Just to fly people over. You know, you can't guarantee people that.
Right. And look, it's better that he did that than, you know, credit carding it up and then nobody gets paid when they're there, or you get there and your fucking hotels aren't paid for and the hotel tries to charge you the money for checking out. And I'm sure you've had all that shit happen to you as well in the past, right?
On a daily basis.
That's what I'm saying.
Not too long ago. We just had it happen in Vegas.
Nice.
But hold on. No, you don't have to say who the hotel was or whatever, or the promoter or anything. You're saying that wait a minute. You stayed in a hotel, and then when you went to check out on tickets that were, or on hotel rooms that were supposed to be paid for, they told you, wait a minute, you owe us X amount of money?
Right. That's the typical. That's one of them. That's one of them. But we handled it well, and it was taken care of. But, you know.
How did you handle it well? By paying yourself?
No, they took care of it.
All right. Well, that's okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, where are you playing?
Nothing new.
Where are you playing tonight, Nadir?
We're in Idaho. We're in Jerome, Idaho.
Wow.
We're tonight in Jerome, Idaho, playing at Diamond's Bar. It's a great little bar in a small town, and we played here last year, and we're back again. I think Jack Russell just played here not long ago, too.
Wow.
Who is it? John Corabi's going to be here next week. And who else? some other bands. Anyway, it's a great little town. Greg Dobson owns it, and they always treat us well, man. Like superstars are super cool.
Right.
And we're happy to be here. We've been traveling every day. I mean, we've been in Vegas, we've been in Salt Lake City, and in Idaho. So we've been in 3 states, and we leave tomorrow right back to Los Angeles.
Well, Nadir, with the shows that you're playing now, are they even remotely as close to being as good as the live record that we've been? Oh wait, we didn't get that yet. Again.
Oh wait, is that where you're headed with that?
Yes.
See, I knew that was you're setting me up for some.
Because you told us a month and a half ago that it would be.
Elena was supposed to send it off. All right, I'll make sure you get it. I'll send it out myself.
I've heard that line before. I'm going to download it illegally, bitch.
Well, I'll get it to you. Your name's in it, so you better have a physical one.
Yeah, I'd like to have that.
Yeah, you need to have that. So, we're not on live, are we?
Yeah, we are.
We are.
Oh, you fucking... You're kidding me. Fucking it.
It's Saturday
you're
night.
Fucking good.
It's Saturday
That's
night,
right,
Nadir.
I
That's
forgot
what
it's
happens
Saturday
on
night.
Saturday.
That's right. You guys are on Saturday night. Well... Wow, look at the line of people outside. We're here.
Cool.
We're here. Anyway. All right, brothers and sisters. We are pulling into our location.
All right, man. We'll go
So,
rock.
We're going to rock it, and we'll keep you posted.
Wish I could be there.
Oh, you're going to love it. You're going to love it. We'll give you a little taste of what's going to happen here.
Excellent.
All right. Thank you, guys.
All right, guys. Safe travels.
All right, bro.
We'll keep you posted. Thank you.
All right, later, guys.
Still rocks.
All right, man.
All right, man.
See ya.
Bye.
All right.
There we go. Got down to the bottom of that.
Nadir's always just so candid.
Apparently, he didn't want to get down to the bottom of that on the air, but
It's all right. What's he got to hide?
want to try Benedictum too?
Sure. Let me see if she'll answer the phone.
See if the V will answer the phone.
See if she's available.
Yeah. Or Stevie's, who we should call.
We could do that, but he's still. I often feel like he's still afraid of us in a way.
Yeah, he might not say anything. I'd be like, I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it, dude. I want to talk about it on the air. Let's see here.
Could call Jizzy.
Hang on. Let's see if I can get her.
All right.
You've reached 619.
Oh, no, you haven't.
Nope.
No, Veronica.
Didn't think that was happening. Let's see.
Anybody else? You want to try Stevie?
Sure. You got his number?
Where's my phone? I don't know if I have Stevie's number or not. I used to. I thought you had his number.
I used to, but I don't have it anymore.
I don't know that I have it anymore. Where's R? P-R-R. No, I don't have Stevie's in here either. I have Billy's. Want to try Bill real quick?
Sure.
All right, try this number. Oh, I didn't want to dial it. Fuck. Oh, I FaceTimed him. What am I doing? Fuck me. Oops. Oh, where is... Now I got to find his phone number again. M for Mauricimo. All right, Bill, where are you? Billy Morris. It is... It's 1, 2, 3... 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. Boom. Try that one.
All right. Give him a ring jingle.
Yeah, let's try Bill. He might be out playing, quite honestly.
Yeah, these guys got to make a living.
And Billy plays every fucking night, so. course, if he's home and we call him at 12:50 and he's got the 2 little kids, he's going to be pissed.
Who's 2 little kids?
Billy's.
He's got children?
Yeah, he has 2.
I didn't know that.
He has Penton, who's about 2, and he has a brand newborn. It's like 3 months, 4 months.
Wow. It's like 1 in the morning.
He'll be fine. He's usually up. I'll bet you anything he's on stage right now.
The mailbox belonging to...
He's out. Oh, well. We got Nadir. That's good. And I don't have Stevie's number handy, so.
I was looking for Jizzo's number here.
Do you have Jizzy's?
I'm looking real quick.
I need to keep more of these numbers in my phone. I have a lot of numbers, but they're not really guys that, that are relevant to this conversation.
Right. Let's see here. No, I've always given him my phone number.
Yeah, that's fine. Whatever.
Nope.
Whatever. I mean, we got the information we needed ultimately. I'm sure it's the same story for every band.
Basically, they just didn't have the money.
Yeah. So
couldn't afford it.
So there we have it. No. Tony from Kansas City gets fucked in the ass.
Right.
Oh, wait a minute. Tony's online here. I'm going to ask him a quick question. Tony, how much total are you invested? See what he says real quick. I just want to see how much money he's actually got into this fucking thing. I feel bad for him. Don't you?
I do. If it was me and I paid that kind of money, I was going to fly across the country and check into a hotel for a couple of nights and get a rental car and go to a rock show and see a bunch of bands I never heard of. I'd be mad.
Right. He says he's only invested less than $500. How can that be?
Well, he hasn't paid for his food and all that stuff yet either.
Yeah, so he's probably with his food and everything. So he's probably going to be about $650.
Yeah. But still, he's got to go for 3 nights to see
a fucking terrible show.
A bunch of bands I never heard of.
Maybe he'll buy the new Xander Demos shirt.
Sure.
Or a Spread Eagle T-shirt.
Right. How sad.
Maybe he's up for that big Terra Incognita fucking show.
Right.
Stick Force or Order of 9. Yikes. Sorry, Tony. Sorry, Tone, but that guy bent you over and fucked you hard in the name of dead cops.
Right.
What a dick.
Right.
Wow. How can this guy not refund the money?
Or give you the option to get it.
At this point, cancel the fucking event.
Yeah, give the money back.
Yeah, just cancel the event. No one wants to see this shit show.
Yeah, he's not going to sell any tickets with that lineup.
Yeah, no one's going to see this. Oh, boy. Just horrible, man.
Sucks.
Wow, I would be furious, man. I mean, I would be absolutely furious.
Well, when Veronica was here a few weeks ago,
yeah,
she told me then that there were problems over there and that it looks like they were going to end up pulling out of it.
Dude, that would have been like if we drove all the way to Wisconsin for that show and all 4 bands would have canceled, and instead we would have gotten Order of 9, Ronnie Monroe, Twisted Tower Dyer, and Mystic Force. We would have fucking killed somebody.
Right.
Can you imagine?